Nintendo Switchers, it is I, Mike Martins, your handheld junkie, and I spent a whole week, playing Fate EXTELLA, the Umbral Star, for the Nintendo Switch, and let me tell you how it went. Command a huge roster of heroes in a battle to dominate the virtual world within Crystalline's supercomputer. Choose your faction, conquer the terrorists inside the SE.RA.PH program. Team up with 3 headstrong heroines and their loyal allies as they engage in explosive overlock combat using legendary abilities and devastating all-new Mooncrutch transformations. This world and the destiny of your servants is just in your hands. Now let's head over to Wikipedia and see what they have to say about this game. Characters and setting. The game is set after events of the Holy Grail War in the first game, Fate Extra. Nero and her master, whose true name is Hanku Kishimi, have won the war, giving them control of the Mooncell automation computer, which has the power to grant a wish, a proof of their kingship. They have obtained the Regalia Ring, which they rule over the former enemy servants. They are, however, confronted by the new enemy, which also holds Regalia. The story is told from a perspective of Nero, Tomomato, and Mei and Altera, also known as Attilia. In addition, the main story, the game also includes side stories focusing on the other servants. Now let's take a look at gameplay. Fate EXTELLA is a single-player action game in which the player takes the role of a master who works together with spirits known as servants who fight large numbers of enemies to dynasty warriors. The player can customize the master, choosing their name and gender. There are 16 playable servants in the game, divided in 8 classes: Saber, Anchor, Lancer, Caster, Assassin, Rider, Berserker, and Extra Class. Different servants have different fighting styles. The Saber Swordsman, Nero Claudius, has a powerful sword skills and balanced abilities. The Caster, Mangus Tomano no Mio, can use magic skills and few firepower but lower defense. And Saber Swordswoman Attilia uses a violent battle style. As servants, the player can run around the battlefield and attack with strong weak attacks by using certain combinations of these. The player can trigger combo attacks. The player can protect themselves from enemy attacks by guarding or by avoiding the attack with an aerial dash. By consuming some of the gauge, the player can use a special attack Extelia maneuver, which strikes to single enemies, also deal damage to other enemies surrounding it. Servants can be powered up through the use from change, a gameplay mechanic which alters their appearance and weapons, allowing them to take down nearby enemies with ease. Transforming differ depending on the character. For example, Nero is based on fire, while Tamamano Meo is based on snow. A mode called Area Supremacy Battle is available, in which servants attack sectors and try to obtain regime matrix keys to give control over the area. Each sector has different number of keys. The player wins by collecting 15 of them. In addition to the fighting the enemies, the player needs to protect their own sector in this mode. Okay guys, Fate EXTELLA, the Umbral Star. I'm going to give you my wholehearted review right here from my heart and tell you how I like the game and what I felt. I spent an entire week playing it. It's very crisp, is one thing I noticed. It's very, yes, it's an animation, but it's very crisp and smooth. The instructions are kind of played out for you as you go. There's no long tutorials about how to play and what to do and where to go and how to use certain. It's kind of start with basic, start you off very basic, and start explaining the game as you go along. And you could turn off those notifications if you choose to. Now, let me tell you something about this. This is really good, guys. But if you've played Fire Emblem Warrior, it's pretty much the same game. It's pretty much the same idea. And what I like about this one is the different molding of factions you can make. I like how, like, everyone's very specific. Same thing with Fire Emblem Warriors. Everyone's got a specific knight, this, that, a shaman. But this one goes a little bit more in depth when it comes to customization. I noticed. So don't kill me in the comments. But that's what I noticed. I like using the fire guy and the whole burn aspect. The snow guy. Sorry, I can't mention their names are just in Japanese, so I gotta kind of polish up on my Japanese a little bit. The snow guy is really good. The girl, like it's very somewhat provocative, and I like that. I like that in the game. They're not scared to push the limits, and it does have on the back. It does say teen, and it says alcohol reference. So it references alcohol. It's not that bad. I mean, we live in 2020. You know what I'm saying? Fantasy, violence. Language, partial nudity, what? And suggested themes. That's why it's suggestive themes. Okay, so it is rated teen for a reason. I mean, you gotta hand it to the Japanese when it comes to making these kind of games. They really put everything on the line. Their reputation, their everything is on the line when it comes to a big name game being based out of Japan. I like this. I could spend another week playing it easy. I kind of blew through some of it real quick. I could have completed more sectors in different parts of maps if I chose to. The game itself, the customizability in it makes it a well worth owning. Is it worth owning? Yeah, it is, because of the fact that it's easy to get through and play it at harder levels if you choose to. But I like to complete everything. I like to be a completist when it comes to these type of games and go back and redo certain levels because I just feel like it. But I like following the story too. It's like a little cartoon. And so if you like animation, you like Japanese girls, and you just like that whole thing, it's so crisp, so clean. Like I said, it's kind of like it's a spin-off of Fire Emblem Warriors. But you know what? You can never get enough of those type of games. Lots of fun. Tons of enemies! Tons of objectives. The objectives are fun. They start unlocking as you go through the stage. Oh, by the way, let's go back here and free these people. Let's go back here and get this. Hey, someone's got flying now. Hey, this is fantastic. Fate EXTELLA Umbral Star. That's my review, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you own the game? Do you have Fire Emblem Warriors? Do you find them comparable to the two? If you do, let me know in the comments below. Guys, thanks for watching so much. Comment below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Get me out there. I'm a new channel, and I kind of want to embrace my handheld junkiness to you guys. Mike Martin's your handheld junkie. Thanks for watching.